Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode 45 of our Pokemon Colosseum playthrough, currently still in the post-game of the main story here in the Orre region. In the last episode, what did we do? Because it's been a little while since I recorded that one. Last thing I know for sure, we got ourselves an email. Wait, is that when we captured the Quilava? I think it was. We taught Rosso, who's the bosso, as I said the title of the last one was, caught the Shadow Quilava. And then we got another email, which I'm going to refresh myself on, because I forget what it said. It's been a few days since I recorded. Big snag machine? There's a big snag machine in the Snagem hideout that some Snagem holdouts have fixed up. So I guess we're going to go check that out. We were already there. That's where we got ourselves the Shadow Bayleaf, I believe it was. We're going to go back again. So a lot of running around, a lot of almost fetch questing here in the post-game, but it is leading to a pretty big something underground once we get to that area. But, of course, let's start things off with the 3 active Pokemon team recap. At level 66, we have our Suicune here with the Naughty Nature and Pressure ability. Pardon me. The moves are Surf, Aurora Beam, Mirror Coat, and Rain Dance. Next is Raikou, level 65, Quirky Nature with Pressure. Spark, Thunder, Crunch, and Reflect. And finally, Entei, the first of the 3 beasts that we captured. Level 66, Jolly Natured with Pressure, and Flamethrower, Bite, Stomp, and Sunny Day. Of course, we still have Stacy the Ariados, Tails the Ninetales, Pinky the Slowbro. Just filling up the team for the most part, because I don't want them to get too over-leveled, as I've said before. You know, I want them to continue on into future games, and the higher the level they are, the longest likely, if that makes any sense, before I bring them back to the active team. So we'll let them sit out for the rest of this. They got powered up enough during the battles against the Real Gam Tower people. Stacy, you're just not leveling up. It's like, no offense to you, but we're using the beast. We want to let you, like, Stacy brought us all this way. Well, not all the way. She wasn't with our team from the beginning, but she brought us quite a bit of the way as part of the main team. Now it's her time to relax. This is her vacation time. She used to sit back and let the heavy hitters do their job. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Snagem hideout. That's the wrong button. Rui, you ruined everything again. Now you're slowing me down. That's the right button. Alright, so it's time for another thrilling installment of What's Professor Chaz's excuse for missing a video today? Before we get to that, got another email. Now what? That's the snag list. I can't push any buttons right today. Bit from the Under. Hi, this is Bit from the Under. Got some more news about those Snagem holdouts. There's a rumor now about a creepy Smeargle and Ursaring. I think it's worth checking out. Even more Shadow Pokemon that have not been captured yet. Yeah. Alright, I don't think we can sneak around the back way. No, see, they don't let you do that. It doesn't really make any sense, though, because once you walk out, you can loop back around to get into the door. What? Why am I so popular today? I never get this many emails. Unless it's spam. Hi, it's Net. Shadow Pokemon list. Additions are Noctowl, Flaffy, Houndoom, Shuckle, Miltank, Delibird. Alright, you know what? I'm just kind of curious about something. No, okay. I thought I was going to get another email. I want to get them out of the way immediately before we get too far into this part of the mission. Now, we're going to get jumped by people again. I have a feeling we're about to get jumped in about... Wait, can I get through? Is this a hole? Yes, it is. We're going to get jumped in about 3, 2, 1. It's that reckless little boy we meet again. So, since I got a lot of pointless battles to get through, no offense to you, Bela, whatever your name is, but pointless. You're in my way. I can talk a little bit about, as I said, an excuse, we'll call it, for not having a video up yesterday. Now, when I recorded the Friday episode of Pokemon Colosseum, I said I was aiming to have an episode up on Sunday, because my plan was to, first of all, Aurora Beam this Jumpluff and go for a Crunch attack onto the Roselia. After that, I decided, well, I want to do... I looked into it, and you can actually download the rules for online competitions in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon early and do some practice battles there. I thought, that's going to be so cool. I can do some Mega Melee battles preparing for this coming weekend when the competition becomes active, right? So that was my plan, to download the rules and just do some random battles against people online. I looked more into it, though. Yes, you can download the rules. However, you can only use them in direct link battles with other players, not randomly through the battle spot. Pardon me. So, the problem there is, if I was to try to randomly challenge any opponent in the online, Battle Tree, Festival Plaza, I wouldn't necessarily get somebody who has the rule set downloaded. What I want to do, maybe later on this week, I'll do a video showing how to download these rules, because, for example, if I download the rules and say you out there watching, you download the rules as well for, in this instance, the Mega Melee, if either of us challenge each other to battle, we can choose that rule set as opposed to like flat rules, whatever the other rule sets are, and we can do the Mega Melee battle that way. Now, my idea is critical hit, Aurora Beam, not bad. My idea is for these future online competitions, as soon as it's available to get these rules downloaded, download them to the Sun and Moon game, and I'll set up a time to record videos over the weekend against some opponents from you guys out there, some viewers, because I want to get back to doing viewer battles with you folks, either Sun and Moon or the TCG videos. I haven't done those in forever, and I like giving you guys a chance to shine on the channel, right? I feel like it's just been almost stagnating with just me on the channel and only showing off what I've putting out for content. I want you guys to have a chance to shine too, because you guys have supported me along the way. Where do we go from here? Up the stairs. But yeah, like, you know, I've said this before, I don't mind when I lose matches, especially if it's against people that I, well, kind of know. What's this? Oh my, tell me it's not you again. It's me again. But against people that I know, or at least have a connection to through the videos here, I don't mind losing in senses like that. I guess I don't even really mind, hi Shadow Flappy, that I lose against other players online either, as long as it's a creative idea. Like, Top TCG, for example. I hate losing to a standard, what's a good standard? Like Volcanion, no, it's not a Shadow Flappy. Weird. Anyway, let us surf. No, wait a minute. Actually, yeah, let's surf. I was going to go for Rain Dance Thunder, but the Flaffy kind of scares me using its own thunder against our Suicunes. Let's go for Spark. Going Team Instinct on your tentacles here. I was going to say, well, I wasn't sure what I was going to say, because you don't really have a butt, I guess? I don't know. Either way. What was I saying? Yeah, so, like, playing against other players of you folks out there is the way that I want to do things. Oh, Surf's going to hurt. Nice. Oh, Surf's going to hurt. It is spread damage reduced, though. So, might not knock this thing out. But, yeah, so I want to do the viewer battle, so I'm going to set up a video later this week to show how to get these rule sets, so that in the future when I call out for some battles against you players out there, well, you are low level. Yeah, it's a long pile of swine. I couldn't help that, everybody. I didn't know that was going to happen. I had no clue a ground-type Shadow Pokemon was going to come out. Don't blame me for that. Blame her. She knew what she was doing. She could have sent this thing out first, right? Whatever. Anyway. Oh, by the way, I found my 3DS. Now, this leads me to another topic of conversation I'll get into in a moment here, but anyway, the idea is I'll set up a video to showcase how to... Why did I spark you? I can't talk and focus on this at the same time. Showing you how to download the rule set for whichever competition it is, and probably the weekend before the competition, I'll set up for some battles, and... Oh, come on. And then we do some viewer battles with you folks out there. Now, it's going to come down to... You guys have to be able to have a team ready for it, though, right? So, I guess the best idea... Once I announce the rule set, or once Pokemon announces the rule set, I'll probably do a video on that, letting you know what format to look at, what sort of a team to build up, and I'll do that as soon as possible, and then I'll do a video explaining how to get the rules downloaded and let you know that I'm calling out for opponents to record some battles. It's probably the best way to do things. Don't flinch me out. Thank you. Imagine if they had flinching in Pokemon Go. Alright, so before I get sidetracked off of the thought that I just had, I will say, I mentioned the past couple days that my room is pretty messy. Now, I'm the kind of person, so I've said in the past, time management is an issue with me, making sure I can set aside enough time to do stuff that I need to do / want to do. I've also got prioritizing is an issue. I've got to make sure I prioritize important things over lesser important things, and deciding how important things are to have them done, right? Another important thing that I have to work on is just being a slob, I guess, because I'm the kind of person that when I come home, let's phrase it in a more positive way, being more organized. When I come home at the end of the day, a lot of times I'm bringing in like the bag that I carry around with all of my accessories and stuff. I've got paralyzed heals to heal my Pokemon with. I don't have paralyzed heals. I've got full heals though. I just have a whole bunch of different stuff that I take home with me. Like, for example, I have my jacket on, right? Something as simple as my jacket. You can't see it, I don't think, but there's coat hangers on the back of my door. I can easily hang my coat up. In fact, I'm not using it right now. My coat is over on the bed. It's okay, though. I'm doing the bedding right now, so it's okay to put stuff on there until I remake the bed. So anyway, that aside, I'm the kind of person that when I get home, I should organize things properly. I just drop them wherever I feel like it. And one day, that doesn't really matter. But after a few days, it's going to build up. Yeah, I thought so. Wait! I know you. You were one of Meyer B's peons with a sort of interesting style at the top of that building. Let's go. I don't even know what you did to me. Did you do anything that I want revenge for? Probably not. I don't think you're that important. Not if you're using a Jigglypuff and a Shroomish. Shadow Shroomish? Nope, regular Shroomish. So, organization, just being more tidy. When I get home, I gotta put stuff in proper places until I can deal with them. If I let things pile up, it just, as I've said before, be happy you can't see outside the borders of this webcam right now, because it is not a pretty sight here. I'm gonna crunch that Shroomish. Will Surf Attack bring down the Jigglypuff? So, that is something I definitely want to work on, being just more organized. I've still got, remember last Thursday, I think it was, all those booster packs that I opened up? I still have the cards sitting here. I haven't put them in the binder just yet. Why do I leave stuff sitting around? I can easily handle things like this. But just being focused on what's important and what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And not being lazy, I guess that's one of my big things. I'm just like, I'm relaxing. I'm content. So, back to that, what I was talking about, the online competition. I did want to set up a battle for the Mega Melee rules with a friend of mine. Did I mention him yet in the videos? I think I've mentioned him a couple times. His name is Clay, or at least I know him as Clay, so I think it's a nickname. Pretty sure, anyway. Haven't really discussed that with him. You know, you think I should, but he's one of my good online buddies. We met way back in the day, and, okay. I don't even know if anyone out there is old enough to remember this, but you know how there's like these online chat things such as there's Skype, there's like a Discord now I've heard people use. Hey, Dawn Fan, that's Surf Attack. There's all these different online chat features and stuff. You guys remember back in the day when MSN Messenger was a thing? Now, let's go even further back than that. I'm pretty sure it was earlier than this. There was a thing called Palace, the Palace chat. It's kind of an interesting little online chat thing. You can go in, make yourself an avatar. You can actually import an image and use that as your avatar as well. I've used a bunch of the artwork of my own Pokemon stories that I used to draw pictures for, and would use those as my avatar sometimes. So, I met my buddy Clay through the Palace chat. I'm pretty sure that's where we first sort of encountered one another. But we've become buddies ever since then. We've talked Pokemon back and forth, and he wants to get into the online competition scene as well. Not sure how much he's done lately. I'm going to sneak past you. Thank you. And I offered to him, would you like to join me for a battle? Now, before we get into any more of this should be where the big machine's at. Yo, if it isn't Chaz, we've got Guts showing up here after betraying Team Snagem. This is where it ends. I know you're here to wreck the snag machine like before. I've got my own snag machine. I don't need this one. Biden? You just sitting here biding your time? That's actually a real name. Your first name's Joe. Alright, a couple of Smeargles, so we know one of these could be Shadow. Which one will it be? Neither, but he's got 2 more Pokemon, so we're probably going to see another pair of Shadow Pokemon. Let's go like this, actually. Let's go for a Rain Dance. We're going to Spark first. No, let's put up a Reflect. Let's be safe. So get our defenses up, first of all. But I'm going to see if I can hook up with Clay online at some point. We'll do a mock Mega Melee and try to present that to you guys, because I got to get back into doing the Sun and Moon game. Like, this game here, my 3DS, I picked up Pokemon Moon to showcase my Pokemon in their entirety at the current generation, right? I haven't done that in months. I gotta show off what they're doing these days. Now, granted, not much has changed since the end of the Sun and Moon playthrough, but they're still in here. I still gotta show off what they're capable of. Let's go for Surf, let's go for Thunder. Question is, will we knock out whatever Smeargle comes in? And if so, it's gonna be a Shadow Pokemon, because this thing's gotta drop. Yeah, Smeargle's done. So we saw Defense Curl from one, we saw Thrash from the other. Nothing too crazy, amazing to worry about. Level up for Raikou, though. I got 3 Raikou now in Pokemon Go. I do want to talk about Pokemon Go, too, but let's make sure we get through this battle first. Alright, regular Smeargle. Don't need to worry about any Shadow. The final one should be Shadow. Can we knock out both with this Surf? 1 down. 1 to go. Come on, you got this. It is 1 level higher, though. Perfect. Now, you can try to lightly tap away at this final Smeargle to try to capture it. I wonder what moves it's going to have, too, because that's the thing. Being a Shadow Smeargle, it's only going to have Shadow Rush to start with, but it could have any other attacks before it was Shadowified. Level 45. So Rain is falling, Surf is going to knock it out, Thunder's going to knock it out, Spark probably still would. I'm going to try the non-stab. No, let's try Mirror Coat. We have Reflect up, so it might encourage them to go for a special move. Raikou, Fire Reflect again. I know it's going to fail. Just waste your turn, basically. So, you have a Pokemon that can copy pretty much every single attack in the entire game. You have it get Double Slap. You deserve an Aurora Beam for this. And let's waste a turn and Reflect. I should have just thrown a Pokeball. Now, does the Aurora Beam take you down? No crits? Calm yourself, Suicune. That was pretty much perfect. Time to start throwing some Pokeballs. And something in my eye. Anyways, so I can talk about Pokemon Go now, because yesterday, another thing that made me unable to record yesterday was, it was a big day for Pokemon Go for me. Now, nothing special was happening in-game, but, let's go with the Pokeball. But I was 23,000 experience points away from hitting level 35, which is a big landmark number level in Pokemon Go, of course, so I made it my mission to get those last 23,000 points. Essentially, that's just 230 Pokemon captured. That's not factoring in spinning Pokestops, winning raid battles, and getting better throws with your Pokeballs that actually capture Pokemon, unlike this one right here. So, I managed to do a bunch of good experience grinding, and by the end of the day, I got myself level 35. I didn't get as many items as I was expecting for it. I heard someone say that you get 3 of each special item, like incubators, lures, and stuff at level 35. I got 2 incense, 1 lure, 1 incubator, but am I mad? Not at all. Those were items that I didn't have before, and items that I didn't need to spend money on. I'm quite happy with all the freebies that they gave me. So I've got another ways to go, 5 more levels to hit level 40. I'm not holding my breath for that anytime soon, because I'm now at the point I need 1.5 million experience points to go to level 36. So that's not going to be here for quite some time. But along the way for Pokemon Go yesterday, in getting these experience points, I found a wild Stantler, which is good. I'm looking for those to try to get more candy for Rudy, my own Stantler. I managed to pin that berry and capture it. I did a Croconaw raid. I managed to get myself a boosted Pinap Berry candy collection for that as well. 10 more Totodile candies. Is our Reflect still up? I'm going to have Suicune throw the ball and have Raikou put Reflect up just in case. I don't think we have our Reflect anymore. Chuck a Pokeball, get Reflect, there we go. So what else did I do? I didn't manage to find any more Doduo, unfortunately. I just need... how many more? I need like maybe 1 more capture of 7 candies, 6 for the catch, 1 for the transfer. And I think just another 4 after that. So Heads the Doduo is almost here. Oh, but if you are following me on Twitter, you saw that I posted a couple short videos. At the end of the day, I managed to hatch 2 10-kilometer eggs. I had some pretty good hatches. I hatched my 5th and final Mareep that I needed to choose one to be a main team member, and I hatched my 4th Snorlax. Not bad. So I have added Ramses, the eventual Ampharos. Currently he is a Flappy because I had enough candy to evolve right away. Let's have Suicune throw another ball. Why is this thing not staying in the Pokeball? And let's just wait another turn with Reflect. But I managed to get Ramses the Flappy added. Soon I have it, or 17 candy I think to get an Ampharos. So I'm working on that, but I still have Heads the Doduo to walk to get candy to evolve him to do a Dodrio. I've got... still trying to grind up candy for my Totodile and my Feraligatr. I kind of like how much I've got going on the go, in-go right now though. Don't knock yourself out. Oh, you're out of double slaps, aren't you? The pressure ability. Hey, that's going to make you easier to catch. Excellent. You're going to stay in this next Pokeball. Sweet. I'm trying to think, is there any way we can prevent it from hitting me? But no. So, what we're going to do, since the next Shadow Rush will knock it out, I'm throwing a Pokeball. I was going to wait, do I want to get a different Pokeball? No. I'll throw a Pokeball. It's your choice, Smeargle. Stay in the ball or get destroyed by a Thunder. I'm fine either way, honestly. You wasted a lot of my time, but I had a lot of time to talk about stuff I wanted to talk about. There you go. You just gotta scare them into the Pokeball, I guess. That's a little trick for Pokémon Colosseum. Does it work? No. Is it fun? Kinda. I couldn't win, Kaboom! Go away, Biden. Thanks for your Smeargle. I wonder what other moves it has, though. We only saw Double Slap and then, of course, Shadow Rush. I was going to knock you out, then paint your loser face with my Smeargle. Which one? But I ended up on the receiving end of the paint. That's right. Alright, so this should be the big snag machine you guys have fixed. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the snag machine. It's a large snag machine. It appears to have been destroyed in the explosion. Wait. So, you know what's going on here? So it's Chaz. I'm guessing that you were drawn here by the rumors of the snag machine. Did you really think we could fix the snag machine? Are you that gullible? Well, it is written right on the ceiling there, so I mean... It was all an elaborate trap by Master Gonzep to sucker you into coming. I see you've wasted my time. Agrev. Agreeve? Marshtomp Macho. Whichever your name is pronounced like... Wait, I gotta switch up my Pokemon. Anyway, whichever way your name is pronounced like... I don't care. Go away. And what was I just saying? I lost track. Anyway, let's go ahead and just surf. Oh, excuse me. I almost had a burp surf coming up. That sounds disgusting. And let's just go with a Crunch Attack. Because the ground type damage of Marshtomp is the most threatening at this point, I would say. Can we drop you with one? Nope, that's why I went for Surf. Spread damage, get some damage off on you, take you down before you can Earthquake anybody, including your own Macho. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, so I like having a bunch of stuff on the go in Pokemon Go, because, like, not that it was getting stale, but I was nearing the end of one of my main goals in the game, because I want to try to have, I think I probably said before, at least 100 candy of each species in stock. That way when I start powering them up, I don't need to worry too much about getting enough candy to power them up, right? So, like, I want to have 100 of each, so that way, for example, if I'm walking a Machamp, and I'm powering him up, and it's taking 2 or 3 candy with each power-up, then I can go and walk him as I'm building up the candies I'm powering him up with. But, of course, what I want to do is have each of my Pokemon sitting at 100 candy, so... Except for the legendaries. I'm not going to walk 20 kilometers for one candy. When it comes time to power them up, if I do need more, I'll just use rare candies on them, if and when I need to. And I'm going to burn through the rare candies pretty quick, I would imagine. But anyways, so I was doing pretty good getting all the Pokemon up above 50 candies, just about. Or some of them are at 50. There's the Shadow Ursaring right there. And, oh yeah, I forgot Fake Out. We flinched. Let's just spark the Ursaring. You can probably handle this. Wait, your level's 45, though. Can you handle this? Wow, that's actually not too bad. Alright, so... Some Pokemon like my Yanma, I only got 50 candies for. My Togetic, I only have 54 as well. But over time, I'll get them built up. But now that I've got a Doduo, a Totodile, and a Feraligatr, and now Flaffy to get candy for, it's going to take a little while to get all the candy to get them up to 100 each. And in the meantime, you know Gen 3 is just around the corner. I'm going to have a lot more Pokemon to start harvesting candy for. But, as I say, in a way, I'm excited for that, though, because there's going to be so much more to look forward to. There's so many more avenues of things to focus on. Let's switch out into Entei, since I didn't even think to heal up Raikou at first. But, for example, when Wurmple comes in, and actually Wurmple's going to be interesting because it evolves into 2 different things. I wonder how they're going to do that. You might just have to evolve a Wurmple. It's probably going to be a 12 candy evolution, just like Caterpie and Weedle. But, you have to evolve each one and see which one does it turn into, Cascoon or Silcoon. That's going to be kind of interesting. But there's going to be so many new Pokemon I got to start harvesting up to 100 candies for. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to keep things fresh for a much longer time. But, of course, if they hold off and wait until I get all my candies that I need for the current generation, then I'm okay with that. Alright, what can we do? We do Sunny Day. Again, just to burn a turn. I think this is the last encounter we're going to have for today, though, because we're pretty much running at time. Plus, I gotta check my laundry and see if the bed is ready to put back together. As we capture the Ursaring, not bad. So what I've decided is, as I said, this place is Disaster Zone. What I want to do is focus on one section each day until it gets all completed. And at that point, if I can stay dedicated enough and focused and determined, I can just try to be organized when I come home, put stuff in proper places so that it doesn't pile up the way it is. It's not a pretty sight. And I've heard people say that if the area you live in is cluttered, it leads to a more cluttered mind. I guess that's true, because sometimes when the room is spotless, I wake up and look and it's like such wide open space, I'm like, this feels relaxing. not so much right now. Anyway, moving on. You know how to work that snag machine, alright. I don't like admitting it, but you've beaten me thoroughly. So are we done here? I'd like to get another email, please. I think there's one more thing we can do here, but I'm going to step out. I'm going to step back in, grab another email. I expect we're going to have an email. No. So, they did say Gonzap had lured us here. So what I want to do, first of all, make sure we put Entei at the start, because, yeah, Raikou's taking a bit of some damage. So, next episode, we'll continue searching the Snagem hideout for, I guess, the third time now? Because I think Master Gonzap has something that we're going to need. Let's just save up the game. No, wait. Again, I gotta wait and make sure the audio recorded safely. Although it hasn't messed up anymore since that one time, but I'm still paranoid, I'm still nervous, you never know. But that is it for today's episode of Pokémon Colosseum. I want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like down below. And if you do know if I'm making a mistake, if I'm going in the wrong area, or something else I should be checking out, leave that in a comment down below as well. And if I've made a mistake, hopefully I can catch your comment in time to fix it up for the next episode. But if you missed any episodes of Colosseum along the way, of course, there's a link in the description to the full playlist. And during the outro, you can check out some other videos I've done using some links during the outro. And you can also subscribe to the channel during the outro as well by clicking on the link that is such, which is my face. Anyway, that is it. Thanks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and come on back tomorrow for another episode of Colosseum. Until then, I'll catch you next time.